Welcome to HeartTalk, where we unravel the complex emotions of love, marriage, and the deep connections between the sexes. If you're looking for the honest, no-nonsense truth about how women think, feel, and are attracted, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. Each one brings you one step closer to the heart of the woman you're seeking. Now let's start with an interesting story that I believe every man has experienced at least once. That evening, I was sitting with two friends, Mike and Eric, at a lively lounge. The atmosphere was vibrant, the lights soft and warm, and everyone was relaxed, ready to mingle. Suddenly, a woman walked in. She had the aura of Angelina Jolie, tall, alluring, and magnetic. As if on cue, a bunch of guys in the room were immediately drawn into her orbit. One by one, they approached her, and were politely rejected without a word spoken. Mike, a little anxious, turned to me and said, "Maybe if we just walk up, smile, and introduce ourselves, it'll work. Just say, 'I'm Mike.' Simple but effective." But as a woman, I knew better. In situations like this, it's not about what you say. It's about whether she even wants to hear you say anything at all. I told Mike that his approach only works when the girl has already noticed you. But in this case, she hadn't even glanced at Mike. Without any signs of interest, a casual greeting would only make you just another guy in the crowd she's rejecting. Eric tried another approach, complimenting her by saying she was the most beautiful girl in the room. But that's even worse. She's heard that at least a dozen times that day. To her, it's just a boring repeat of what every other guy has said. At this point, both of them were confused. They turned to me and asked, "So what should we do to get her attention?" I looked around the room, a cozy yet buzzing space, where the golden lights blended with soft jazz music and laughter filled the air. In one corner, a few groups of girls were gathered. They were all dressed to the nines. Tight dresses, short skirts paired with high heels, carefully done-up makeup. Each one exuded the kind of allure that society praises: bold, sexy, and somewhat trying. But then my gaze stopped at one girl. She was sitting alone, wearing a loose white blouse and faded jeans. No high heels, no red lipstick. She wasn't trying to stand out, but somehow I couldn't take my eyes off her. The contrast between her and the rest of the room was striking, not because she didn't stand out, but because she didn't need to try to stand out. Her comfort, her natural ease, her indifference, that's what made her different and irresistibly attractive. And if I were to approach her, I wouldn't use a typical greeting. I wouldn't offer the same compliment she'd probably heard 100 times. Instead, I'd say something truly unique, something just for her at that moment. I'd smile and say, "You're the only one here not wearing something that clings to your body like wrapping paper, and I find that really captivating. It's short. It's light. It's completely different from the typical lines that other guys might try. It's not just a compliment. It's a real observation, a way to say that I see her, not as one of the crowd, but as an individual with her own unique choice. It's playful, a little sarcastic, and most importantly, it's something that can't be applied to anyone else in the room. And that's what gives it power. Because it's real. Because it's uncopyable." I turned to Mike and Eric, trying to help them understand. I explained that the reason this line works isn't because of the words themselves, but because of the context and personalization. It's not a line you can memorize or a trick that works on any girl in any situation. What makes it special is that it's exclusively for her, at this moment, in this setting, with what she's wearing, with what she's doing. It's the result of real observation, a genuine reaction from a man who's truly present. Not fantasizing, not playing a part. And that's why it carries weight. It brings sincerity, subtlety, and above all, the feeling, "I see you." Not as one of the hundreds of other girls, but as you, right now. It's a moment you can't fake. And women, especially those who have been approached by many men, have an uncanny ability to sense that. They know when you're acting, and when you're being real. So if you want to make a lasting, genuine impression, don't memorize lines. Learn how to observe, how to listen, how to truly be present in the moment. And then what you need to say will come naturally. No need to force it. No need to fake it. Mike decided to try it, and just a few seconds later, the magic happened. The girl laughed softly, her cheeks flushed, and she turned around to strike up a conversation with Mike. A lively chat that lasted until he asked for her phone number. Meanwhile, the other guys were left staring, confused about what had just happened. What I want you to take away from this story isn't just a pickup line, but a fundamental principle in the art of emotional connection with women. Many men enter conversations with a mindset of competition. They try to say the right things, offer the common compliments, or give generic greetings. But what really touches a woman's heart isn't perfection or correctness. It's sincerity, uniqueness, and being right there in the moment. If you want to leave a deep impression on a woman, not just a fleeting one, but a real emotional spark, you need to say something you can't say to anyone else. Not a generic compliment about looks or body, but something specific, something connected to the moment you're sharing with her. Maybe it's the way she chose to wear a simple shirt in a sea of tight dresses. Maybe it's how she's laughing alone at her phone. Maybe it's a small detail no one else noticed but you did, and you speak it aloud. That's what creates magic. Because it shows that you're truly present in that moment, that you see her, and you're not just following a formula. When you respond to something unique, real and happening right now, she'll sense it instantly. This isn't a man trying to impress her. This is a man truly connecting with her. Of course, a good opener won't automatically take you to her heart. It's not a magic key, but it's the first door, the beginning that can change the entire conversation. It makes her stop, makes her look at you, listen to you, and wonder, who is this guy? And once you get past that moment, wonderful things can unfold. So practice the art of observation. Be patient enough to listen to what's not being said. And when you speak, let your words reflect your true feelings in that exact moment. That's something that will never go out of style and will never be rejected. Don't forget to subscribe to the HeartTalk channel for more profound and practical insights into female psychology and how to truly reach their hearts, not through tricks, but through subtlety, sincerity, and real understanding. See you in the next video.